Hello everyone, it is Walt here once again with part 89 of 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. Anyway, so what is this principle all about? Our 89th, getting close to the end here. What are we diving after today? And this one is it's all about strengths and weaknesses, so I would say it's about transmuting your weaknesses. That's almost what I would call this one, just because I like to come up with my own term for each of these kind of principles. So I would say this one is to transmute your weaknesses, okay? Use your weaknesses. Something along probably those lines. Anyway, so what is this principle all about when it comes to weaknesses? And so he says that we write down our strengths on one piece of paper and our weaknesses on the other. Put up your strengths, okay, and see them every day because they're an affirmation of your strength. They're an affirmation of how good you are at things. And such like that. Anyway, then the weaknesses idea is that we should go after our weaknesses, okay, whatever we think are our weaknesses, and realize that we can turn these into strengths. And he goes through the Arnold Schwarzenegger idea of how, he has this thick Austrian accent, but then soon enough people are like, that's an attractive characteristic of like his characters, is you can always have that voice, and people are always trying to imitate it and things like that. And so that became a strength instead of a weakness there, as you might, as many people might think, oh, my accent's too thick for me ever to be a movie star. Actually, no, sometimes it can be a great characteristic for your characters, because in many cases, our weaknesses are our strengths, okay? We have a lot of things we think are weak, but actually they're very strong. Sometimes, like, we don't do well on, like, certain papers because these papers demand us to write almost robotically. Then we might find out, what, one of my, like, so-called weaknesses here is I have a strong, very active voice in writing. And you know what? That may not be good in scientific writing, but it may be fantastic in plenty of other writing. It could be extremely useful there. It may be a weakness in one area, but it's often a strength in other areas. So many of our weaknesses are actually our strengths. Once you realize that, you can transmute them into greater strengths, basically. And soon enough, you'll find that you have only strengths, and things are just getting better and better every day in every way. Anyway, that's about it for this principle. I will see you guys next time with part 90, so stay tuned. I'll see you then.